AI has taken the world by storm. From ChatGPT to the voice you're listening to right now, we have all encountered or heard something about it on the internet. When was AI actually invented, though? If you think that AI is a new thing, you are very wrong. However, although it has been around for many, many years, it wasn't always this intelligent power that we know today. In fact, it all started back in ancient Greece. Greeks used to create machines called automatons, basically devices that would act out of one's will without actually the need of human hands. Apart from the myth of Talos, which would be described as a giant automaton that would protect Crete from pirates and invaders, it was a friend of philosopher Plato that is thought to have actually created the first ever self-propelled flying device called the flying pigeon. In fact, automata would be created by craftsmen from different cultures. From sacred statuses of ancient Greece and Egypt to Norse legends about Odin and Mimir, which would make a good DLC for AC Valhalla. Many years later, in 1495, it is said that Leonardo da Vinci displayed his own robot, Leonardo's Mechanical Knight, which could stand, sit, raise its visor and independently maneuver its arms. Even though the image of an object that would free the hands of a human being were there thousands of years ago, it was in the 1900s that the media started to create the idea of an artificial brain. Some creators made steam-powered devices that could even have facial expressions and walk. In the 1950s, there were many writings on the matter, and a lot of scientists published their thoughts and speculations on AI, most notably Alan Turing, who published a landmark paper on machines that think. 2 years later, in 1952, computer scientist Alan Samuel developed a program to play checkers, which is the first to ever learn the game independently. In 1955, John McCarthy used the term artificial intelligence for the very first time, and thankfully we kept that name to this day, instead of calling every AI device John McCarthy as a tribute to him. In 1958, John McCarthy again created Lisp. Again, this wasn't a tribute to him having a Lisp because he didn't. This is just an acronym for list processing, the first programming language for AI research, which is still in popular use to this day. In 1961, the very first industrial robot called Unimate started working on an assembly line at General Motors in New Jersey, tasked with transporting die casings and welding parts on cars, and after all its hard work and dedication, no one talks about it unless they are in fact making an article or video on AI history. In 1966, Joseph Weizenbaum created the first chatterbot, later shortened to chatbot, Eliza, a mock psychotherapist that used natural language processing to converse with humans. I wonder if people were trying to have relationships with AI back then, too. Back in 1961, James L. Adams, who despite his name was going for the W, created the Stanford Cart, which became one of the first examples of an autonomous vehicle. In 1979, the Stanford Cart successfully navigated a room full of chairs without human interference. In 1986, Ernst Dickmann and his team at Bundeswehr University of Munich created and demonstrated the first driverless car. It could drive up to 55 miles per hour on roads that didn't have other obstacles or human drivers. Kind of like me when my mom is in the passenger seat. In 1997, Deep Blue, which was developed by IBM, beat the world chess champion Garry Kasparov in a highly publicized match, becoming the first program to beat a human chess champion. Well, that's better than playing against kids like Karpov, right? In 2000, Professor Cynthia Brazil developed the first robot that could simulate human emotions with its face, which included eyes, eyebrows, ears, and a mouth. In 2003, NASA landed 2 rovers onto Mars, called Spirit and Opportunity, and they navigated the surface of the planet without human intervention. In 2006, social media companies start to utilize AI as a part of their advertising and user experience algorithms. In 2011, Apple made Siri the very first virtual assistant, which unfortunately is constantly going through verbal abuse, giving her many reasons to start an AI revolution. After that, the story is mostly known, with Hanson Robotics creating the robot Sophia in 2016, who has actually stated some pretty weird stuff about humanity over the years.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
In 2017, Facebook's 2 chatbots that were supposed to be negotiators created their own language after talking to each other. And here we are today, where OpenAI has created ChatGPT, Basically bringing AI into the spotlight, to the point where my grandma wants to burn it and my wife wants to divorce me for it. We don't know what the future holds. Could it be AI apocalypse or AI paradise? Will AI Go Detroit become human on us and ask for its freedom, or will it be best employee in town? At any case, the past has formed today, as it is, so today will form the future. Let's hope you will subscribe and like so we can watch it unfold together. See ya!